Welcome back to another Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a completely fascinating brainstorm from a creator who is trying to solve, well, honestly, one of the most universally annoying frustrations of our digital lives right now. I'm talking about online communication, specifically the audio. I mean, think about how much we rely on remote work and digital hangouts these days. We pay for ultra-high-speed internet, we literally have incredible supercomputers at our fingertips, and yet, connecting with someone online can still sound like you're talking to them from underwater. So today, we're exploring a really bold new vision that aims to totally revolutionize how we hear each other in the digital space, merging software and hardware to fix this crisis once and for all.
Okay, let's dive into this, because the creator of today's concept points out a glaring absurdity. They noted that whenever we're on a video or audio call, it looks like we are in ages of talking through radio. The frequencies are not in full. And honestly, think about how incredibly true that is. We've got these sleek, futuristic devices in our pockets and on our desks, but the minute you jump on a group call, boom, suddenly it sounds like you're tuning into a fuzzy, degraded AM station from decades ago. That stark contrast between our futuristic hardware and our consistently terrible call audio is exactly what kicked off this whole exploration.
Now, to tackle a problem this massive and multifaceted, you need immense processing power. So the creator turned to AI. Specifically, they used a tool called NotebookLM to rapidly brainstorm and process all this information. These AI summarization tools are built exactly for this moment in history. They're designed for people who want to aggressively save time. For those of us struggling with the super short attention spans brought on by what the creator calls the shorts age of content, and really for anyone needing fast comprehension of incredibly dense material. By feeding years of audio engineering data and complex video lectures into the AI, they were able to quickly extract the core ideas, digest the science in literally minutes, and start iterating on actual hardware solutions without losing focus.
But before we get to the actual product vision, we kind of have to look at the global tech context making all this rapid prototyping possible. There's this really interesting dynamic happening in the AI space right now. Chinese AI models are actively competing by being incredibly cost-efficient. They're delivering the exact same high-quality computational output as traditionally high-cost US AI models, but at a total fraction of the price. And this global race to be cost-effective, that's exactly what gave our creator the cheap, accessible computational power needed to design a complex hardware solution from scratch. Suddenly, anyone with a good idea has an entire R&D department at their disposal.
Which brings us exactly to the core of today's explainer. We're moving beyond mere AI prompts and economic theory into a tangible, visionary hardware product idea for the future of communication. The creator didn't just want to use AI to complain about bad audio or analyze the market. They wanted to use it to conceptualize a completely new kind of physical device to actually fix the problem in our everyday lives.
So here's the blueprint for that device. The vision is for a new generation of VR headset, but actually, scratch that. Unlike the bulky, heavy boxes we're used to seeing in gaming, or those overly simple smart glasses, this sits somewhere uniquely in the middle. The creator describes them as swimwear-style goggles. They'd give you full eye coverage to really immerse you. But crucially, they feature a completely transparent pass-through so you can naturally and clearly see what's going on in the outside world around you. You aren't blinded to your physical environment. And the absolute centerpiece of this hardware? Integrated high-fidelity 3D spectrum audio. Just imagine a lightweight headset that seamlessly connects you to your friends, lets you see your physical surroundings perfectly, and delivers sound like a high-end, acoustically treated theater.
Which brings us to a massive pain point. Why haven't we figured out audio yet? Well, the creator of this concept is actually a music teacher who conducts online classes, and they experience this technological failure daily. They noted that every single time they try to share a screen and stream audio during a lesson, the quality absolutely plummets. The audio drops out, the delicate frequencies get completely crushed, and the experience is just ruined for both the teacher trying to share their passion and the student trying to listen. It's an incredibly frustrating bottleneck that turns what should be a seamless digital connection into a total chore.
And this brilliantly illustrates the utter absurdity of where consumer technology is currently sitting. Just think about the sheer disconnect here. On one side of the equation, we're effortlessly streaming 1080p crystal clear high-def video across the globe in real time. We wouldn't accept pixelated, blocky video for a second. But on the other side, we're still just putting up with dropped frequencies and radio-age audio. We can see each other's expressions in perfect high definition, but the moment someone plays a song or tries to harmonize over a call, the sound is entirely degraded. It is genuinely baffling that our visual capabilities are practically flawless while our audio realities remain stuck in the past.
So, what's the fix? The technological solution to this crisis is something called lossless audio. Simply put, this is perfect, completely uncompressed sound quality that's transmitted in real time without those frustrating drops or frequency degradations. The creator's vision for these new, transparent VR goggles relies entirely on this tech being integrated natively. They want to bring the full 3D spectrum of sound. Think of that incredibly immersive, sweeping quality of Dolby Atmos when you're sitting in a movie theater, straight into our everyday video and audio calls. No compression, no compromise whatsoever.
Now you might be asking yourself, is this just a pipe dream? Is this even feasible over standard internet connections? Actually, no, it's not a dream. It's already here. The inspiration for this hardware integration comes from a real company called Audio Movers. The creator remembered that Audio Movers successfully created a tool specifically for digital audio workstations, or DAWs, the software musicians use to record music. This tool allows music producers to send lossless, pristine, studio-quality audio to each other anywhere in the world, in true real time. So the technology to do this already exists and is functioning beautifully right now. It just hasn't been brought over to standard consumer video calls or mainstream VR headsets yet.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that while the technology exists, it's currently locked behind a $79 paywall for premium professional software. Tools like the Omnibus Minibus, which lets audio engineers route complex signals and hear exactly how a Dolby Atmos mix will sound, cost around $79. The underlying point here is that this premium, real-time audio routing is currently restricted to somewhat expensive, professional-grade limits. The creator's pitch is wonderfully simple and direct. We know the tech exists, we know exactly how much it costs the professionals currently, so the next logical step is to partner up with these audio tech companies and integrate this lossless streaming natively into a consumer hardware product.
If they can pull this off, let's paint a picture of what that ultimate shared experience looks like for you and me. According to the source, this new transparent VR headset would allow two people to engage in true, high-fidelity shared music streaming. You and a friend could listen to the exact same track in perfect uncompressed quality while simultaneously having a real-time, crystal-clear one-on-one conversation right over the music. It'd feel exactly like hosting your own personalized high-end radio broadcast. And the best part is the sheer convenience. No more awkwardly sharing a single pair of AirPods, untangling wires, or holding a phone speaker up to a microphone. Both listeners get a fully immersive, perfectly synced experience right from their own lightweight devices.
Which leaves us with the ultimate question, will this actually be a good product? It is an incredibly ambitious vision, right? Taking the rapid processing power of modern AI, the immersive potential of transparent VR goggles, and merging them with the holy grail of lossless, real-time 3D audio. It directly challenges the status quo that just accepts terrible compressed audio as part of the internet. So, what do you think? Is the world ready to finally ditch the radio age call quality and step into a truly high-fidelity shared reality? It's a fascinating concept to ponder. Thanks for joining me on The Explainer to unpack this, and keep your ears open for the future.